You know, ever since I signed with NWL, I made it clear from day one I only had one thing in mind. I was going to be champion. It didn't matter if I was on the Kansas City roster, the St. Louis roster. It didn't matter about some non-existent rivalry between the two rosters. All that mattered was me being champion. And a few months ago, I did exactly that. I became the NWL St. Louis champion. And now, we fast forward a few months. Nobody's talking about the champ. Nobody's talking about the Raging Bull and how he's holding that title high over his head. No. We're not talking about that. Now we're talking about St. Louis Anarchy, a company that died, a company that couldn't even last on its own, a company that made no money and pandered to a bunch of fans who had no money. Now the focus has shifted from the guy who should be pushed all the way to the top. And now we're talking about a resurgence of a company that's been dead. Filled with a bunch of guys who don't wrestle for the paydays. No. All they care about is from that cheap pop from the crowd. Yeah, let's pander to the crowd. Let's get all these guys to chant, "We're awesome." Because that's pro wrestling now, right? Yeah. Guys like Davey Vega, Matt Fitchett, Mike Outlaw, give me a break. A bunch of skinny, fat, non-athletic athletes? I don't think so. And at the top of the list now, we're talking about a former champ. Let me say that again. We're talking about a former champ. 870 days, Gary J was the Anarchy champion. On paper, yeah, that sounds pretty damn impressive, Gary. Until you take into consideration the fact that Anarchy ran every 3 or 4 months. So we're really talking about a guy who was champion for maybe about 12, 13, maybe 15 shows. That don't impress me much, Gary J. No, that don't impress me at all. And then you have the gall, you got the audacity to go on Facebook and talk about, well, I don't like what the NWL did with me creatively. I don't like how they pushed me. I don't like how they saw my character. I don't like how they gave me this homeless alcoholic gimmick. Well, take a damn look in the mirror, Gary J. That's what you look like. You look like a homeless alcoholic. Let me tell you something, Gary J. July 15th, we ain't wrestling for a sandwich, Gary J. We're wrestling for my title. So you better bring everything you got, Gary J. You better bring more than that stiff robo-ginger crap you talk all about. The Gary J movement, the only movement that's going to happen with you, Gary J, on my show, after I beat you, yeah, there's going to be a lot of movement. You're going to be moving to the back of the line where you belong because your name and my name don't even need to be in the same sentence. I am everything you are not, Gary J. I bust my ass day in, day out. You want to talk about making all the long drives, all the long trips? Oh, that's all good and well, and you can continue to do so. But at some point in your career, you need to talk about making money. I'm here to make money, Gary J. You know why? Because I am money. You can't hold a damn candle to the Raging Bull. Everyone wants to get behind you. Everyone wants to chant your name, Gary J. But on the 15th, I'm going to expose you what you really are. A skinny, fat nobody.